in his life, to be supportive of Israel means to support the policies of Netanyahu, to support the policies of the current Israeli government. And if you disapprove of them or criticize them, then you're anti-Israel. This is something that the Israeli right have been very consistent in peddling throughout the world, in Jewish communities and in broader society, to create a narrow sense of what it means to stand with Israel. Now I ask, shouldn't there be a difference between standing with Israel and standing with Israelis? Standing with Israel, standing with the current Israeli government, means giving political support to terrible things that are done against the Palestinians, but also undermine the future, the security, and the safety of Israelis. Standing with Israelis, standing with people in Israel, means something completely different. It means being harshly critical against the policies of the current Israeli government. It means being staunchly in opposition to what Netanyahu and his far-right coalition partners are trying to do to our country, to our land, which is a tragedy for the Palestinians and a tragedy for Israelis. If the war will continue to rage, I'm not sure what much more will be left from Palestinian society in the Gaza Strip, with the terrible things that are happening there on a daily basis. Only today, this morning, we heard from the Israeli army spokesperson that said that 50,000 Palestinians have left their homes in Jabalia, the northern part of the Gaza Strip, going south. When asked by a reporter, will the Israeli army allow them to return, he answered, I'm sure the High Command have plans for all scenarios. So we see terrible things happening before us. I'm not sure if the war will continue to rage for many more years. There will be a Palestinian society in Gaza Strip. But you know what? I'm not sure if the war will continue to rage for many more years. There's going to be an Israeli society. The far right in Israel has warped the moral character of our society to such an extent, normalizing genocidal language and rhetoric, normalize the wholesale dehumanization of the Palestinian people as such, encroaching on democratic rights and liberties, starting, as they always start, with the national minority, with targeting Palestinian civilians, but not stopping there, targeting civil society, and academia, and school teachers, and universities, and so on and so on. This is a process that we saw playing out in many other countries, where the democracies slowly turn towards authoritarian regimes. And I'm deeply worried that if the current Israeli government and the current Israeli right wing in power will be allowed to pursue its politics, Israeli society will be an entirely different society. Israeli society is terribly imperfect. Like all societies is terribly imperfect. But the messianic vision that the far-right in power is trying to take our society into will be hellish for Palestinians and Israelis. And if the board of deputies, or if Jewish communal organizations in the UK, who have religious and other affinities to the state of Israel and to the people who are living it, worried about the future of this country and the people who are living in it, they must find themselves the courage to look in the eyes of the Netanyahu government and say, stop, no, you mustn't continue to do so. It's bad for the Palestinians, it's bad for the people in Israel. And I would expect the board of deputies and other Jewish communal organizations to look upon the example of movements such as Standing Together in Israel. If inside Israeli society we have Jews and Palestinians who combat the policies of the Israeli government, not merely ourselves. If we have a mass movement inside Israeli society that combats the policies of the Israeli government, surely the Jewish community in the United Kingdom can link up with these demands and link up with this criticism and level this criticism openly, not only in closed doors, but openly towards Netanyahu.
Thank you. So